Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Napoli versus Roma 2-1. What a match. It was a super fun match that Napoli deserved to win. I watched this match together with my good friend, Juventus fan, Tomo, and the match was super fun. Honestly, the match was something that we were all expecting because we were expecting Spalletti against Mourinho, fireworks. I still remember when they were facing Inter, so Mourinho for Inter and Spalletti with Roma. That was always a good match, and I know there is always some fireworks in between each other. And today, well, there was two very good teams. Honestly, I was surprised by Roma, especially after Osimeh scored the first goal. I was surprised about how Roma constantly, for the first half and also part of the second half, was constantly pushing in the other half of Napoli, literally pushing Napoli in the corner sometimes. It was really good, honestly. But Napoli this season, it's impossible. It's impossible to deal with. This is make me feel furious, honestly, because I'm a Milan fan. So of course you can imagine how I'm feeling today. I feel like also part of the reason why Milan and also Inter collapse is because Napoli this year is not leaving half, not even half, a tiny bit of chances to the other teams. They are impossible to beat. They are the best team in Italy so far. They are definitely deserving the Scudetto so far. Absolutely, yes. Napoli, everything is working well for them. I see the attitude, I see the atmosphere in San Paolo. Osimeh, it's unbelievable. I saw already last year that Osimeh was already a hell of a striker. I remember last year, again as a Milan fan, I remember that last year Kalulu and Tomori, they were on fire. And the hardest match they had to play against a single player was in Napoli against Osimeh. He was a fury, unbelievable. He is literally the player that he can do everything by himself. The entire part of attacking, it's Osimeh. You don't need anybody else. And then of course make me feel like, well, you know what? You got Osimeh, you got Kvaratskhelia, you have Politano, you have Raspadori, Lozano, you have Simeone. Simeone again. It was a moment 1-1, very similar to the match against Milan, 1-1 with a very good game from Roma and very good game from Milan when was it, in October, or maybe it was September. And then eventually Simeone comes in, goal, 2-1, cold shower for the opposite team, and deserved victory, because this is football. This is a classic match that if you were not really on a strike, if you're not really there mentally, this match will be easily finished in a draw. And, as I say to my friend Tomo, the Juventus friend, he was like, if it's gonna finish like this, it is actually fair, because yes, Napoli scored in the beginning, but for the rest of the time, mainly was Roma that was trying to act, especially in the second half with El Sharaawy. Things got really better for Roma. And eventually, with the fear of drawing and to losing point behind and to leave a tiny bit of opportunity, of chance and hope to the people or to the teams they are already potentially 11 points behind, no. Not enough. Correct mentality. You're gonna score a goal, bringing everyone. The second team, which is Inter, at 13 or 14 points. I don't recall exactly. That's already a good thing for Napoli, because that means they have already a fantastic mentality of the champions. They are not giving up. But I'm wondering how long they can go. This is incredible, really fantastic. I mean, best defense, best strikers, best attack, top of the league, first everywhere. What is going on? This is unbelievable, really. So the Milan side, in my side, of course, it's dying saying these words, but definitely so far, I mean, there is nothing to say besides being a very good sportsman and saying, That very good, well done from to Napoli. Absolutely deserve it so far. Deserve it. I will much prefer Napoli than Inter or Juventus. Trust me, this is for sure. This is 100% for sure. So well, so far it's running, and I hope that they can continue. Hopefully for Milan they're gonna drop some points, but no, they're not gonna leave any points behind, guys. Okay. Other than that, I'm doing this video for the biggest match in Serie A because I think anyway I'm watching the match, and sometimes I can give a different point of view rather than normal supporters. If you support Roma, if you support Napoli or Inter or Juve, I give my different point of view. Okay, that I see things more as the match goes and who deserve more rather than as supporters. Things that I cannot do when it's Milan playing. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a good day, and I'll see you in the next big match, which is gonna be the Derby of Milan. Oh.